I am talking to Eagles fans right now. Eagles fans and only Eagles fans. Okay? If there is one good thing that I could possibly find out of what happened yesterday, is the fact that I am hoping that these bandwagon fans who hopped on board after the Super Bowl run, I hope they're jumping ship right now. I don't have time for fake fans, okay? And I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm not talking about Twitter, Facebook. I'm just talking about period, okay? I during the whole off season, I was asked if I was all of a sudden an Eagles fan. Oh, now we see Eagles fans around. Things like that. So if there's any positive that I can find out of what happened yesterday, is that bandwagon fans, you guys need to go, man. Find another team. Hop on the Rams wagon or the Chiefs. Go, man. Get up out of here. You know, it just drives me nuts. And to the loyal Eagles fans out there, I'm not telling anybody how to be a fan, but just stick with one team. Stick with a team. Don't go jumping around because this team won the Super Bowl or that team won the Super Bowl or this team won the Stanley Cup, whatever. Stick with a team, man. Be loyal. Okay? Be loyal. So, to the real, honest Eagles fans out there, the one thing that I have to say that bugs me to no end, and not everybody, there is a select few, nobody specific that I'm talking about on here, but just generally speaking, because I've heard it on the radio, I've heard it on podcasts, some of them, I've heard it just people talking around, you know. The fact that some fans are content, or just lack of a better term, I guess, fine or not as upset with what's happening now with the Eagles just because we won the Super Bowl last year. If you could sit around and say, yeah, you know what? Yesterday it sucks, man. The way we blew that lead is trash. Like, it sucks. But hey, we're still Super Bowl champions. We won the Super Bowl last year. Well, something about that just pisses me off that I can't find words for. You know, you're going to sound like Dallas fans now, stuck in the past. Yeah, we're still current we're still current champions. We're still current Super Bowl champions. But last year was last year, man. What we won last year has no bearing on what we will or will not do this year or next year or the year after or the year after that. This year is this year. The only comparison that I could find from this year to last year is a lot of the roster is still the same. That's why I compare in that aspect. Because these players, these coaches, they're still here that were here last year. They know what it takes to win games. They know what should be done. You would think. But right now they're not showing that on the field. They're acting like they're clueless. They act like they've never done anything before when they just won the Super Bowl last year. So in that aspect, I compare. But for me to just sit back and say, yeah, you know what? But we're still Super Bowl champions. And give it a pass. No, man. Like I said, man, I cannot find words to describe how much that pisses me off. Because you're becoming content. You're giving excuses when there shouldn't be. You're giving this team a pass to suck when there shouldn't be a pass. This team needs to be held accountable even more so, in my opinion, because they won the Super Bowl last year. They need to be held accountable more so for the way that they're playing out there on the field right now, for the way that they're coaching out there on the field right now, for the way that Howie Roseman is not going in and getting players that we need to replace players that we lost right now. So yeah, we do need to hold this team accountable instead of just giving this passive-aggressive pass, because they're doing and nothing right now. They're playing like trash right now. February 4th was February 4th. Okay? Super Bowl 52 was last year. If you want to drag your flags through the dirt and kick your flags, if you want to take your hat off and toss it, to me that's not a real fan. My personal opinion, and I don't care what anybody has to say about it. I really don't. This stuff behind me means something to me. Whether this team is playing like trash or is playing like a Super Bowl contender, this team means something to me. Okay? It means a lot to me. I don't think any true fan would do anything like that. So, with that being said, man, fake fans, you can bounce. Go Birds.